Hello, my name is Philip Ojeda, and this is the second week of me training for Okinawa and karate. If you haven't seen my first video explains that my wife recently got a job in Okinawa, which is the birthplace of karate, where karate comes from, and it's the main capital of karate. So I'll be going there, and right now I'm training and preparing myself for that, which is quite overwhelming since I haven't done karate in 10 years. I got my first dan, but this week was very overwhelming, and you'll see through this video why. As part of me preparing for Okinawa, I decided to do the challenge of 3,000 push ups in October. This is very important for karate as push ups are one of the main ways of bringing up your arm strength. At first, I struggled. Doing 100 push ups a day was very challenging for me, but I kept motivating knowing that I was raising money for Ireland's Children's Hospice. And as you can see in this video, my technique was absolutely diabolical. What I did was that I went onto YouTube and I looked at proper advice and tips on how to do the correct push ups. And as you can see here, my push up really did improve, and I was no longer doing damage to my spine, shoulders, and neck, which would really be detrimental later on when I become older. I did start off doing sets of 5, however, right now I'm doing sets of 10. I'm trying to push now to doing sets of 15 and hopefully further still doing sets of 20. I'm also mixing it up by doing knuckle push ups as well, which is the traditional way of doing push ups in karate. In time, I'd love to push myself again and get up to much more higher standards, even more so that what you can see here in the video, and even push beyond what you see here. By the way, that's not me, but I do wish to get up to this standard. However, with every step forward, I feel like I'm taking 2 steps back. This week I recorded myself doing my kata, and it was the first time I've done it in 10 years, and it was absolutely diabolical. Here we can see the perfect demonstration of Kenkadai, and next you'll be looking at my demonstration of Kenkadai, which was absolutely diabolical. And of course, you're not looking at me here. What you're looking at is the perfect demonstration. And if you could bear with me for a few seconds and look at what the perfect demonstration looks like, and then look at how bad my demonstration is, you can see the massive difference. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I recorded myself to see what standard I was at because I didn't know what standard I was at. Now I know what I'm working with. And for this week, I can really try and try and try again to get back up to the standard. But if you look at my kicks later on in the video, you will see my kicks are diabolical. And I have seeked advice for this, and I've got a few stretches and warm ups to do to get my kicks up to standard again. If you have any advice on this as well, please share, comment away, and share what you any advice whatsoever, because I'm literally going out in the blind here. Like I have no clue what I'm doing. So any advice whatsoever would be fantastic. God, I keep looking back at this video and thinking how bad my kicks are. And you'll see now in a second how diabolical they are. Even that opening there, compared to the original video, that opening is so terrible. Like I have to fix so much. So much work has to be done, especially with my kicks. I'll show you after this as well. I did a stretching exercise and it's diabolical. I have gotten a bit of advice as well on that, and if you as well, any viewers who have advice, please send them on. I could do with it. It's the kicks. It's the kicks that really make it really, really bad. Oh, I hate looking at them. And that the stances aren't great either, but it's the kicks for me. But yeah, so much work has to be done. I haven't done Kenkadai properly and trained for it for the last 10 years, and I think stretching, like the fact I haven't done proper stretching in so long, has really really messed it up. And I'll show you now in a second, because I wanted to see myself. By the way, it's my wife holding the camera. How she puts up with me is beyond me. I honest to God, I don't know how she puts up with all this. But as you can see here, my leg isn't going up far whatsoever. So I have to practice a lot of stretching exercises and stuff. So if you have any advice on that, please send them my way. I definitely need them, as you can clearly see here. However, there's work to be done, and I need to work hard, and the rewards are there. As long as I push forward, I can get these rewards. There's a lot of challenges in the way: coronavirus, my own fitness, money, etc. But we'll get over this. I will get over this. And don't get me wrong, I do have that feeling of being overwhelmed. Like you can clearly see, I'm not fantastic. I'm diabolical, but I'm going to push myself. I'm going to go over these hurdles, and I'm going to win. This is Sensei Smith here, and this week he actually released a really good video that came in just in time for me, which for me watching it was a real good, strong feeling. You know, it was giving me foundation, and what he was giving was motivation advice on how to stay motivated. Because the challenges that are in front of me now aren't easy, but I'm pushing forward anyway. And although I feel like I've taken 2 steps back, the step forward I'm doing with the push-ups is fantastic. I've managed to reach €61 so far, and of course I'll leave a link below if you want to contribute and help me out. It will be appreciated, especially given the circumstances that I'm in. And yeah, by the way, I'm doing this weekly, so I will be making a weekly blog. It won't be popping up in any newsfeed, so if you want to follow me, subscribe and ring the bell button that's on YouTube. And yeah, hopefully, because this is a real life and this is a real person, I will push through my boundaries and get somewhere. So hopefully. Anyway, thanks for listening.